Let's go over what's new in Forensic Email Intelligence 2.2. FEI has provided the option to investigate mapping properties of items from the start, and now we have taken that a step further with this new version. So let's take a look. When we're examining the mapping properties of an individual item, now we have the option to use this button to export the mapping properties in a few different formats. This allows you to get the mapping properties out and reference them in your forensic reports very easily. More importantly, we now have the ability to compare the mapping properties of multiple items. So let's say that we have a project level insight that alerts us to two similar but not identical items sharing the same message IDs, and we wanted to compare them. So if you were to open them, we see that there are actually two mappy items. So how can we go about comparing them in depth? The new option we have is you can select both of them and use the mappy compare selected option. This will open a new window where there's going to be a flattened view of all the mappy properties of both items side by side, and you will see that this also includes the recipient table and the attachments table. So these color-coded cells indicate groups of items from the same recipient table entry or same attachment table entry, and each line will have a status assigned to them. You can choose you can filter by the different statuses. For example, you can see just items that are different or missing in the first item, missing in the second item, or items that are the same. So I'll filter down to the different items now. So in this case, I can see, for example, that the body is slightly different between these two messages. So if I were to open them up in this diff view, I can see quickly that one of them has this extra line that's not present in the other. And down below I can see that one of the attachment dates, the modification time of the attachment, is noticeably different by a few days here. So you can easily see how these two messages differ from each other and trigger a differential review of them. Of course, with the evidence grid, you can filter things down and you can look at specific mapper properties and examine them in more detail if you wanted to. Another option we now have is to be able to export out all the mapping properties in your FEI project. So let's say on a small scale, we want to export the mapping properties of these messages. I could go to the export data workflow and pick a path. And this will give me the mapper properties in a CSV file that's essentially ready to use, and it'll be like a mapping property dump in a way, including the property types, property tags, and their values. And while we're here, we have also added the option to include the flag information in the export manifest. So you can see the flag names and identifiers for items when they do have a flag present. Finally, we have added support for timestamps in ticks format. So let's see an example here. If I were to look at this message and its headers, we see that it has a couple of timestamps here. These are automatically highlighted as a timestamp value, and you can automatically decode them by hovering over as usual, or you can decode them in FEI decoder and get the various possibilities here, ticks being the highest confidence in this case. So you can obviously put any ticks timestamp here and decode as well. The new version of FEI is available now, so go grab your copy. Thank you.